This isn't a purchase they come in day one and plop down $5,000 and walk out of the store. They do research, they come back 5, 6, 7 times over a 30 to 45 day period, and we understand how they interact with the site. And
Daryl Cavins, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Technology at Blue Nile, talks about helping anxious shoppers find that perfect diamond for the big day and keeping back-end operations simple.
Our strategy is to be nimble, make sure that we're using the data and information from our data warehouse, from our customers, from our customer service groups. If you look at traffic...
Cavins speaks with CNETnews.com's Dan Farber about using data to analyze customer behavior and new Web 2.0 technologies that are putting a shine on the company's website. CIO Sessions engages with Blue Nile next.
Daryl, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Dan. It's great to be here.
Now, I know that Blue Nile is an e-commerce site, and I've heard it called the Dell of jewelry. Can you tell us a little bit more about what goes on at Blue Nile?
Sure. We've really, over the last 8.5 years, become the leading online jeweler and really one of the largest specialty jewelers in the U.S. We've got a great model in that we don't hold a lot of inventory, and as consumers are coming to our website, they're able to select from 60,000 diamonds, most of them available for next day delivery, and we don't hold a lot of that inventory. So as a consumer comes in and buys an item from our site, we go out to our partners around the world, acquire that diamond, put it through an assembly process based on our facilities here in Seattle, and are able to turn a ring around to them very, very rapidly. So if a customer comes in on Monday and orders a diamond, we're able to get it out to them Wednesday or Thursday, and just provide a level of service and quality that's really unsurpassed in the industry, and do it while they're saving 20 to 40% off of what they would pay at a typical jewelry store.
Now, that just-in-time delivery, does that give you a significant advantage over competitors such as a Tiffany's or a Zales?
Yeah, I think consumers really are able to get a selection that they wouldn't be able to get at a typical offline jewelry store. So if you go into a jewelry store, they may have 10 or 15 diamonds behind the counter. They just can't hold the inventory selection that we have access to and make available to our customers. So we think we have a better selection there. We run on very low overhead and very low margins, so we're passing on that value back to consumers where they're coming in and saving a significant amount, having a better selection. I just really think it's the perfect retail model, and we're able to provide a better experience where our consumers they absolutely love it. They come in, they tell their friends. Our number one source of sales is referral, and I think a big piece of that is we're redefining the way this product is sold, and removing the anxiety away from it. These guys come in and they're typically telling us things like, I went into the store and the commission salesperson ran over to me. It's a very anxious purchase, and we put a lot of education, information, guidance. It's really what we lead with. We don't negotiate on price. We have no commission sales folks. So it removes that anxiety and able to provide just a better shopping experience, better selection, better pricing, and the model is just taken off.
Now, I understand you're talking about it's the men who are paying the money,
yes.
But as I understand it, it's the women who are actually spending a lot of time on the site. So how do you balance that out in terms of the interface design?
It's a challenge to deal with. If you look at traffic to our site, roughly 60% of the traffic coming to the site is females. But if you look at buyers, roughly 85% of the buyers are males. So, from a brand perspective, we spend a lot of effort trying to make sure that the brand really appeals to her and targets him. And we've tried to put a really high-end experience and a high-end brand around this, and allowing customers and these female shoppers to come in and look at the product, have some different visualizations, some great photography and information, search to be able to find the product, but also allow the guy to come in and get information. It's such an information-intensive purchase for this guy coming in, where he's wanting to get educated and really learn about this product. And so we're trying to balance that sense of feeling like it's a beautiful product, providing that, and also providing a good set of information.
And what kind of technology do you have behind that system, behind your e-commerce system? First, in terms of how you're delivering to the customer, and then secondly, how you're using the information from the customers to do a better job at serving them.
Sure. Yeah, within the technology platform, we've ended up building a lot of information and systems in-house. It's an interesting product to sell in the sense that you can think of it kind of like fine art might be a good example, in that every diamond we sell is a truly unique SKU. So in the early days of this business, where we went out and said, let's look for an inventory management system or a CRM system that handles this, most of them are built for, the red shirt where you've got 35 of them, and then when you sell some, you reorder and manage that. This is a product that every item is truly unique. So we've got a pretty unique technology infrastructure behind the scenes to manage this and really make it happen.
Now, on the business intelligence side, how are you mining that data to provide better experiences as well as to optimize your revenue per customer?
Yeah. Data for us is really the core and the heart of what we do. We spend a lot of time looking at data and information to help us make informed decisions on the website. And I think that's what makes us work so well, in the sense that we're able to measure, put a new piece of functionality out there, test it. We've got a custom data warehouse built on an Oracle platform that allows us to access information. We have this kind of unique situation in the sense that we don't have the Amazon.com problem of so much traffic that you couldn't ever store it and analyze it. But we've also got, each visitor coming to our site is very valuable. So we've got traffic data going back for years that we can analyze and look at traffic patterns. And so, for example, we know that people come to the site many times before they purchase. This isn't a purchase they come in day one and plop down $5,000 and walk out of the store. They do research. They come back 5, 6, 7 times over a 30 to 45 day period. And we understand how they interact with the site. And through that set of analysis and information, we've done a lot of efforts to improve the site and the effectiveness. And that data is so key to everything we do. And I really don't think this business could work without that set of analytics to help make smarter and more informed decisions.
Now, you've recently expanded out to a number of countries outside the U.S., the
Yes.
UK, and Canada. Do those present some real challenges in terms of your e-commerce solution?
They do. We've recently rolled out to 12 new countries that we're shipping to, and really trying to understand where the global market and opportunities are. Certainly we've, over the last couple of years, rolled international into the UK, into Canada. We now have an office and a distribution center in Dublin, Ireland. And managing the logistics of that is challenging. As we go into these other markets, we're really trying to put in a platform, and I think we've got a great platform that we can build off to go into multiple languages, multiple currencies supporting, and there is a lot of technical challenges that come with that, but I think we're well suited to be able to handle it.
What are some of the innovations that you're working on that you see going forward? For example, anything in the area of Web 2.0 and social networks?
Sure. One is in our Diamond Search application. We put a lot of work into an Ajax application over the last 2 years to really help people find the right diamond. And it's a somewhat complicated process as people come in, and we've tried to really make it easy to understand and simple, but allowing them to expand their interest in additional information if they want. And if you look at our site, we've got an application that has sliders and information that really tries to solve the what if problem. So if you're coming in and searching for a product, around $5,500, we wanted to have a solution where you could say, what if I just spent a little more? What if I spent a little less? What if the quality I went a little higher or a little lower? And we've got a great application there to solve that. That would be really hard to do without that Web 2.0 type application. And so I'm intrigued to find that. But we're focusing on the things that we really think the consumer will want.
Now, you're a small team, 180 people at Blue Nile. And
correct.
How do you get all that work done, given you have a very small IT staff, and,
Yep.
and come up with those innovations?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our business, we've got roughly $319 million in sales last year on about 180 employees. So we don't have infinite resources out there to make it happen. So we have a pretty robust prioritization process where we're going through and trying to make sure that we do the right things. I'd say our number one strategy, and my belief, is keep it simple and innovate quickly. And we try to do those two things. I think by being quick in how we approach things and trying to keep them straightforward and simple, we're able to move faster than the other guy and allow our consumers to tell us what's important, so we can put something out there. And it is the great thing about retail on the web is we can put something up for a week, see what the response is, and adjust and adapt. And we're pretty nimble. That is our strategy, is to be nimble, make sure that we're using the data and information from our data warehouse, from our customers, from our customer service groups. We collect a tremendous amount of feedback from customers and try to feed that back into our iterative process where we're releasing features on the site every week to 2 weeks. And I think that really matters in making the site and the business run effectively.
Well, Daryl, thanks so much for speaking with me.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
For CIO Sessions, I'm Dan Farber. Thanks for watching.